No tangly tail today. Well, not today, but not right now. First fish ever. How was it, Victor? The reel is the same. But of all things, the drag sounds nicer. Beautiful spot, folks. Beautiful spot. I love fishing in front of grass like this. I don't think it's gonna be a good spot to make a video though. That's the problem when you have a lot of cover, a lot of good spots. There's not enough fish for all of the good spots. The fish will go to the best spots. Now in Illinois or Iowa or Nebraska or Utah or New Mexico, where the bank is ugly, the drag sounds better. That's not advertised, but it sounds better to me. Nobody said anything about the drag, but even if it's unintentional, it sounds better to me. But I was saying some of the states, the bank is, most of the bank, not all of the bank, but most of the bank is very ugly. There's not good cover, there's not any cover. And if there is even a little bit of cover anywhere in the lake, all the fish will be there. Oh yeah. Come here, man. Come here, honey. I don't want to lift you. We're gonna lose something. That's a small fish as far as shellcracker go. Her belly is still full because the water temps dropped only 65 degrees. Look at this. Her belly is about to pop. Good old trout magnet. This trout magnet jig is... It could be 5 years old. 5 years old. Back when the trout magnet had the juicy body. Come on, you guys know what I'm talking about. The old timers. Do you remember when the trout magnet had a juicy body? There might be a bed here. I'm not sure. Fortunately, I'm right in front of a freaking campground. Right in front of a freaking campground. Of the worst type. where you have more than one chatty old lady. Them chatty old ladies always have a lot to share with the world. What can you do? That's where bluegill like to spawn, in front of campgrounds. And that's a good bluegill, folks. Okay, here, let's take a picture with this one. Oh, that's a better one. It's almost a keeper. It even is a keeper. In Illinois it is. Keep taking jabs at Illinois now. There we go. Not too bad. There we go. Not too bad. Oh, I have 2 coils. No more trout magnet. Lost it when it snagged on a tree. The hook bent out. And half of the trout magnet body got ripped. Today is surprisingly difficult. I thought I was gonna kill them today. Take it however you want, but maybe that's one. I thought I was gonna come and just load the boat with big bluegill. What is this? Feels decent. Man, this Vanquish sure sounds nice. The new one. It sure sounds nice. That's not bad. What about it? He ate the nymph big time. Cannot even make it to the bank. There's one more. Can we streak 3 fish in a row? Have not done this today. I got 5 fish from 4 spots, not counting the babies. Talking about adult fish. He's adult, but he's alright. Look at how hairy his mouth is. His mouth is like hairy, full of teeth. Like hair. Not bad. I'll take him today. I'll take him. A beautiful cove, but it's just too early. A few fish on the point and that's it. This cove should be full of big bluegill. There's one more. Hey, 3 fish in a row. Has to be a bet here. I love to watch this yellow line run. Pardon me, orange. Now look at this beautiful combo, folks. The old Vanquish didn't look good with the Presso Air AGS. That's why I bought me a few of these, just because they're black. Call me silly. I like all black. It goes with everything. You can put any line. You can put it on any rod. 3 in a row. Ain't no tournament winners here. Is there a bluegill tournament somewhere? That might be something that I can actually win. Well, not win, but have a chance at winning at least. Because I gotta tell you, I'm watching how these people win these crappie tournaments. I'm a good crappie angler, but crappie tournaments, that's a different thing. I don't really enjoy that type of fishing. I like the 2.1 pound line and playing the fish. Got a few tapics here. Don't want to switch the lure. I'm wondering if this oh no, he took it. If this otherwise amazing lure, but if there is some smaller bluegill here, might be a bit intimidating with all the appendages and stuff. Yeah, that's probably a bed of small males there. This jig head is also 5 or 6 years old, and it was fished 5 or 6 years ago. And then I put it with the trout magnet in one of my, I don't want to say junk boxes, but I don't want to fish with these things anymore. They don't make them. You know, I just keep it for memories. Yeah, this nymph might be a little bit big for this particular group of bluegill. Only for this particular. We finally found a spot where I can stop and enjoy my reel, folks. That's all I wanted to do. This cold weather, you know, there was more fish here on the points 2 weeks ago, and the water was warm. It's 65 today, but it was already 67 2 weeks ago. This one is maybe a little bit nicer, but when I say that, well, I don't know. What do you guys think? It's a little bit nicer. Now, one thing I wasn't decided on is, do I want to swap the handles on this Vanquish with a 35mm handle? Because I am noticing my hand is running in a bigger circle. I don't know if I put the 35mm handle if I'm gonna get more resistance though. I'm not enjoying more resistance for sure. The resistance has to be very low to be acceptable for a 35mm handle. By the way, I said at home over the table that it's a little bit loud. That's not true. Here it seems to me super quiet actually. It seems quieter than my other reels. You know, when you're at home in your office in perfect sound insulation, you don't hear the environment, nothing. Even a tiny little bit of noise, you're gonna hear it. That's why there is no substitute for a little bit of fishing with the reel. There is no substitute now. This is a nice bluegill, I say. What say you? Huh? Is anybody who is watching this video a little bit jealous? Let me know. I'm probably jealous about the rod and the reel more than the bluegill. Yeah, casting the 1 gram, no problem. Well, the wind is kind of in my back too, but oof. Yeah, we found some bed here for sure. If I flip it horizontal, I'm sure there is, because only males, and I can tell you, all the other points I checked, There was maybe one male and the rest was babies. Babies or some females. And even some of the females, I'll make sure to show you one in the video, still had eggs. That's one of them, soiree bluegill. People ask me, what's a soiree bluegill? If it has orange pecks, it's a presso bluegill. If it's all black, it's a soiree bluegill. Catch a few more before we have to move on. Interesting, the first few casts, the fish were shy. Now they're biting better after I caught a few. Maybe the wind turned or something. As soon as I say that and I cannot get a bite, people keep saying don't release them, they go and spook the rest of the... I don't care. Let them spook. I'm not gonna torture these fish in the live well, let alone kill them. If they spook, they spook. I go catch them somewhere else. People are so worried. You don't have micro barb, you don't have a full-size barb. What if you lose the fish? So what if I lose a fish? I don't see a tragedy in that. If I lose a fish, I lose a fish. Your 2-pound line is too thin. What if you get a big fish? So what if I break? If I break, I break. They go and tell the other fish and they release this kind of chemicals in the water and the other fish know that. Okay, good. Then I'm not gonna catch anymore. I still don't see a tragedy. There is no poison leaked into the lake. Everything is beautiful. The fish is there, happy. Where is the tragedy? God forbid you lose a fish for some reason. It's kind of defensive sounding. Means you don't catch enough fish and you're too worried about losing one of them. If you catch enough fish, you shouldn't care. Presso bluegill here. If one or two of them go and tell the others, or they break you off, or when you're fighting you lose them, you're gonna rarely lose a bluegill with a BG1 jig though. That is a rare event. They can tap the tail here and you don't catch them. But once you catch a bluegill on a BG1 jig head, it is rare to lose them in the fight. I have to say, I know it's a Vanquish, but the reel feels fantastic. I know I said that the resistance is not better, but it's still, I cannot feel any resistance when I reel with this reel. So people always take these things the wrong way. That doesn't mean just because Shimano's marketing claim for the 1000 size at least, which I have, just because the marketing claim is unjustified, doesn't mean that the reel has high resistance now all of a sudden. It's still the lowest resistance on the market. So yeah, it feels amazing, this reel. The drag, how did they tune the drag? They tuned the drag quietly. The other one doesn't sound as crispy and metallic-y. This one sounds like a guitar string, man. Ten, you hear this ping, 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 ping. You just cannot wait to cast again and get another bite. Ping, 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 ping. The reel is silent, the resistance is low. I don't know why it costs more money though. Forget about the marketing claim. That's just BS. People are used to BS marketing. But it shouldn't cost more. That's your old model. You're trying to eke a few more dollars from your old model, at least discounted by 10%. but they increased it by 10% or 15%. If they discounted the reel by 10-15% and painted it black, so now it was cheaper, sounds nicer, and looks nicer, I don't care that it's the old model, I would tell you just go for it. Go get you one, you're gonna use it for 10 years and you're gonna enjoy every session with it. We go. This was definitely a nice bed here, folks. It's nice to find one of these things after I don't know how many hours. Man, these taps, when they tap, I can feel the tap of the jigs, but when they tap it, man, this is what good fishing is, folks. Amazing tackle, amazing scenery, no annoying people. These chatty ladies this morning by the campground, boy, they chatty. They go there just to chat with other chatty ladies. The men go there to fish and smoke and drink in a tent. The ladies, for them it's all about the chat. I can chat with my other friends. Man, that's a nice bluegill here. What do you guys think? He's very tall. Very tall. My Okay, we got us a little Chinese lure here, which as far as dimensions and shape is not bad at all, but like most Chinese lures, smells on automotive tire a little bit. The nymph has the most amazing organic scent ever. It's not organic, but it smells organic. It smells on a sausage. That's what it smells on to me. A sausage. Hey, we got one. We got one on the Chinese lure. Whee! Folks, I'm gonna end the video here. Caught enough fish for a video. No, you gotta be kidding me, I just retired. I am 7 or 8 videos behind. Sometimes you're gonna watch some of these videos a month later compared to when I caught the fish. Just because I am so far behind. But also, I don't know if I'm gonna catch another fish with the Chinese lure here. Not the Chinese lure, but the bed is kind of exhausted. It took me, I don't know, 10-15 casts just to catch this one fish here to end the video. The reel look and feels and sounds amazing, folks. It's just that I don't know why they overpriced it. They increased the price on the older model. Everything else, you know, it just looks so nice. Even if you have the other Vanquish, I mean, look how nice. It will go on every rod. You're gonna use it for many years. I would recommend it, but objectively speaking, as I said in the review, it's not worth it. The performance, you know, characteristics, there is no improvement. It's an old model, but they want more money. So objectively speaking, there is no justification to shell so much money on an older reel. But subjectively speaking, I enjoyed catching every one of the fish that I caught in this video with this reel. I enjoyed it very much. But thank you guys for watching the video to the end, and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye, guys.